Hello, friends. I have been very quiet lately. You'll see me on social media sharing stuff, but I really haven't been engaging with people. It's been a really rough 4 weeks. Since my birthday, actually, there was a bit of an incident then, and which tested a few things, my values and my boundaries, and put me in a bit of a tailspin. And at the time, I was traumatized by it, but I now see it as the bigger picture, because since then, everything has started to fall away, and it's been very painful. And I have to be really mindful of respecting people on this live, because I don't ever talk about family on my lives or in my books or anything. I actually scrapped a whole chapter out of my new book, which was titled Nobody Likes Me, because it mentioned too many people in my life, past, present, that type of thing. Don't want to mention the exes because I get in trouble. So today I'm being very brave on being on this live, because I am going to talk about something really personal, and I just hope I don't burst out crying and lose my shit, because there is a purpose of me doing this. Soon after the shit hit the fan, after my birthday, within a couple of days, I knew, which was already brewing in me, I knew I had to schedule a DNA Ancestral Clearing session, which I learned how to do last year, and I've taken lots of people through it. It is it's one of the most powerful things that I do. There is another healing technique that I use, but I was actually guided to up the ante on the DNA process and actually do that more, because that's what the planet needed, right? And I've had confirmation from lots of people that the healing that I'm doing at this level is profound, right? So as soon as you set a date or schedule into something, your subconscious mind starts to contrive with the universe and starts to make shifts in your life. It happens every single time that I book in for something. And I know this, and I've been taught this. And I always say to the people that contact me and say, I need to come and see you, and I really need to come and see you, and they just keep messaging me, and I'm like, you need to book in. I don't care if it's in 6 months' time. I don't care about the money situation. That's on you. But please book in, because your subconscious mind will start to do the work. And if you don't book into anything, you'll be stuck, and nothing will shift ever, right? It doesn't matter about money. The money will come, all right? So anyway, I booked in this DNA session for Sunday, and I also realized it was on Lionsgate. I don't know enough off the top of my head to talk about it, but I know it's really powerful, and I know it triggers me every year, and I feel it really strongly, and I've been guided that it's because I gave birth to a Leo child that I have those codes activated in my body, and this is why I feel the lines. And 2 years ago, my one of my best friends died, and she had a lion tattoo on her leg. She was a Leo. So I started to see, it was around that time 2 years ago, that everything just went crazy. My nickname is Lion as well, because of my hair and stuff. So, and I definitely roar like a lion, especially the mama bear comes out. So Lionsgate is really powerful on Sunday. So I set the date for the DNA healing, and my world started to fall apart. And it's been very difficult. I have been, I didn't want to talk about this on camera because of the COVID thing. But I've been bullied, and I've been given ultimatums, and I've been abused. I've been gaslighted. What else do you want to call it? By family, close family, and a couple of friends as well. I've lost friends and family over the last couple of days. And I'm just in a state of shock, because I'm not vaccinating myself. And I've been told that I'm a danger to others. I've been told that I'm aggressive in the nature of my opinion. And this is by someone who doesn't follow me on social media. This is my brother. My brother's been an absolute ass, and he's been threatening me. He's threatening our livelihood. not death threats or anything, and he's painting it with this is the caring voice of your brother. It's not, it's called the gaslighting voice. So he said some horrible things to me. My parents won't see me again because I haven't been vaccinated and I won't wear a mask. Now, I've had a mask medical exemption for a year now. And I haven't had a mask on for over a year. And I am a health practitioner, even though I've been told by my family that I'm not. And I'm being foolish, that I'm insane, that I'm putting my parents at risk, that I'm putting my community at risk, that I'm in the minority. These were just a couple of things that were said in text messages. And then I had a phone call from my mum who just went psycho and just told us, we can't see you again. It's really hard, but guess what? It's all because of this DNA ancestral clearing process that's coming up on Sunday. And I take solace in that because otherwise I have been in a very dark place the last, week. I've also tried to have my daughter's birthday in amongst all of that. And when I did that, I was told by my best friend that I was breaking the law, and putting her in a difficult position. And, people are attacking me personally. They're saying that I'm creating drama, that I should take a good look at myself. And, it's really, really difficult, really, really difficult time. And I know a lot of people who are going through a very similar thing. It's bad enough that we have these mental health issues. All of us have mental health issues. Most people have PTSD. But when I get attacked and say I'm creating drama simply because I lost my business, I lost pets, I lost my home, I lost my income, I lost my health, the use of my shoulders, I've fixed all of that now. But to label that as me creating drama in the family and that I need to take a good look at myself was very, very difficult. Very triggering. And I just want to bite the head off people. I'm really angry, and I'm not coping with these ultimatums at all either. I am a health practitioner. I know a lot about this vaccine. I know a lot about COVID as well. I know a lot about corruption. I know a lot about the government. I know a lot about the child sex trafficking. I've done lots of research. But when I put it back onto my family, I've been gathering up some research for you. Are you prepared to look at it? The answer was no. And I said, well, if the answer is no, then you just need to respect my decisions and my opinions and my beliefs, because it's a personal choice, and I'm getting disowned because of it. So I take solace in the fact that it's because of this DNA healing on Sunday. The DNA ancestral clearing process is the biggest thing that I've ever seen, apart from my integrated massage therapy, in terms of clearing limiting belief systems, abuse, famine, trauma, war, programs, sabotages, all of the things. Hi, Paul. Sorry, I'm just reading. I can't talk and read at the same time. It clears your upline, so your parents and their parents and parents and parents, your downline, your children, and your sidelines, your aunties, uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, all of those things, right? It is huge. And I know that because I've done it many times myself as the client. I've learnt the process a year ago. I've taken people through this, both in a group, online, in person, one-on-one. And I have huge shifts just from facilitating this process. Now, we're running it on Sunday. We have a full house already, but I am being guided, and I'm not making this up. I'm being guided to accept 3 more people. It's 3. I muscle test everything, so it's 3 more people. I'm gonna wear a headset so you can actually hear me, and we're gonna use 2 rooms. Everyone will have their own space. There are a couple of parts to this process. First of all, you pour out stuff. It's timeline therapy, it's NLP, it's hypnotherapy. It's a process, a 3-hour process that I take people through. There's a purging process of all the things you want to release. and I'm going to actually do this prior. I'm going to do it on the Saturday. I'm going to write out all my lists. I'm taking my fire pit to my beautiful friend Michelle's healing center in Frankston, and where it's powerful. The energy there is powerful. The energy around this DNA process is powerful. The energy around the Lionsgate thing is powerful, and the energy around the people that are attending. There's a whole lot of healers that are attending this because they just know this is what we need, right? And I know the backstories of some of the people, and you know, there's a couple of teenagers attending as well because they want to clear the karmic lines of their masculine heritage. Let's just call it that. Okay, so it's super powerful. We do the purging, we do the burning, right? We do the purging and the burning and the process, and it's clearing bloodlines back to 7 to 9 generations back, and I know that it's more than that, right? You're calling in your ancestors, you're clearing all the sabotages, the programs, the limiting beliefs, the abuse, the war, the famine. All of the pandemic shit needs to go, right? All of the family values and the pandemic stuff that's connected, and the ultimatums and the bullying and the divide that's happening, this is what needs to happen at this level. We need to clear it at DNA level, right? Ancestral and DNA level. I cannot stress this enough. My psychic ability has increased tenfold since I booked this in. Things are falling away in my life, which is very painful. I've already done a manifestation grid, temple grid for the attendees, but I'm willing to accept 3 more people, right? So I'm holding space for those people because weird stuff starts to happen and come up for them. The second part of the process under hypnosis is that you actually I take you back to conception, and you activate and install the light codes at conception that you wish to have, that the beliefs, the emotions, the events, all of the positive learnings and programs we install, right? And everything starts to shift. And then you get to talk to your higher self, you get to talk to your ancestors, they give you a gift. It's just amazing. And then I talk you through the homework, which you have to do for the next 30 days after that. So we're running it on Sunday in Frankston, all right? So if you know anyone, I know there's a couple of people that have been tagged here. It is going to be a COVID-free zone. And when I say that, we are not going to speak of, other than purging, anything to do with the vaccination, the COVID, the government, the bullshit, right? The second the people walk in the door, they will be greeted and welcomed. And I'm already holding space for them because they will start to experience things falling away and weird things starting to happen, weird people popping up in their lives, exes and things like that will start to appear. Right? It's super, super powerful. I get goosebumps every time I talk about it, right? So you'll be greeted, and you can sit or stand. There'll be blankets and cushions. I'm providing lunch and morning tea, right? We've got people facilitating. We've got a crew there. We've got, it's going to be the biggest thing I ever run. And even though I've decided to run this monthly, and even though I've decided to do that, this is the one. So if you want to clear as much as you possibly can, and you are ready to do that, because you have to be ready. You'll be scared and you'll think you're not ready, but the opportunity is there, and I'm going to accept 3 more people. It's $150, and it covers lunch and morning tea as well, and it's a 3 to 4 hour process. You'll be there from 10 till 2:30 roughly. I'm going to text some people today. So I'm going to put the link in the comments below so you can have a read of it. Please get in touch with me if you have any comments. I'd really, really love to speak to people. Even if you can't make this one, talk to me about getting on the list for the next ones. This is the way forward. This is how we shift stuff. This is how we get rid of, I'm actually clearing stuff as I'm talking. I'm trying not to burp on live, but it's happening, right? So we are shifting DNA ancestral uplines, sidelines, and downlines. I cannot, if you are having problems with family and friends, and there's conflict and divide, as there is in most people's lives right now, and if there's not, you are very, very lucky. And I think maybe those people, I don't know, those people might be the ones that are possibly in fear and conforming to what people are actually dividing over. I'm trying to be very careful and political how I say things. I don't want to get attacked. So I'm going through a process myself. As I mentioned, I'm being disowned by family and friends. Things are falling away and cutting ties. I'm trying to work out how to deal with that with PTSD, which is quite severe at the moment. My memory's not great. My, what's that thing called? Nervous system is not great. So what you see and what's happening behind the scenes are also two different things, but I'm open about it, and I'm hearing lots of people having memory issues, communication issues, lots of fear, mental health issues. You don't have to be diagnosed with depression or anxiety or PTSD to be experiencing these things, okay? So come along on Sunday. I would love to see you there. If you bring a friend, you save $50, right? So you only pay $125 each, which is so cheap, because it's normally $250 to do this process with me. So yeah, and repeaters, anyone that's done the process, it doesn't matter who you've done it with, you can come along and do that at a very cheap price as well. And you get lunch and morning tea, and you get to see me. And I'm really excited about my friend, gorgeous friend Michelle, her healing center. We haven't spoken in 20 years, not for any reason in particular, but we've reconnected after 20 years. And I swear to God, I've found my soulmate. I'm not a lesbian, but I have found my soulmate, and my soul family is coming together, and that's why things are pulling away and falling away, right? Because I'm feeling more and more empowered. I'm strengthening my boundaries. I'm not taking shit. I'm not taking a toxin into my body. I'm not working with clients. I haven't publicly declared that, but I won't work with anyone that's had the jab. Because yeah, there's lots of reasons for that. And if you're interested to know why and how I handle that, and you're a practitioner, let me know. Anyway, there's lots of training coming at this new healing center, and I'm going to be running this DNA monthly. But if you need to clear you need the biggest punch of healing in your life right now, come on Sunday, because it's going to be the biggest one. There's healers there, the backstories of people. I cannot stress enough. 8th to the 8th, Lions Gate. You want to change everything. This is your opportunity. So get in touch. I'll put the link in the comments. It's great to be on camera again. I just did an amazing guest speaking gig in Blazer's men's group, and I could have just talked for hours. It was like a Dear Dolly, and they were asking me questions, and it was really, really cool. And I've updated my research on the science of the brain and everything on porn addiction. So it's just been incredible to share that for the first time with some people. So hi everyone. I'm just going to have a look here at the comments because I haven't had a chance. Yep. So it's claimed that the vaccination is the very thing. There's I'm not going to go into that because I like to keep my vibration away from the details. But yeah, there's been lots and lots of, look, I had a look on Facebook this morning. I just did a quick scroll as an observer instead of reading everything. And I had a guess at 98% of the posts were on the pandemic and all the bullshit that goes with it. And I'm wondering, the question that came to me was, what would we be talking about if we weren't talking about this? All right. So just have a think about that and get in touch. And I'd love to, I've seen a few messages flash in. So people are, we're only accepting 3 more because we've already gone over the limit of 10. And yeah, so get in contact with me and I'll put the link in the comments. Have a great day. Bye.